to Crease Desist, a hockey podcast run by two Leafs mad lassies, where the goalies are centre stage.
Hey, hey.
Hello there.
Hello.
Another
How are
week.
you?
I'm great. I'm superb. What about you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. The
Excellent.
weather is getting nicer here in Toronto, so things are looking up.
That
And I
is
know it's
good.
getting nicer for you too over
It is,
there,
it is. It's
Scotland.
lovely. It's been sunny. We've had a nice breeze. It's not too warm yet, but it'll heat up soon enough. Just like I'm
It's
heating up.
almost, yeah, oh, it's
I'm
funny the
heating
joke
up.
here. Oh, you're heating up, and
Oh,
I
I'm
know
heating
why, but
up.
I'm going to say this. In Toronto, it goes literally, we don't have a spring here.
No.
I don't feel like it goes from winter to like summer suddenly.
Yeah,
So like
like
it goes from all these lower temperatures and then boom, it's like
boom,
28 degrees
30 odd
Celsius,
degrees.
80
Yeah.
degrees Fahrenheit. Anyhow, why
Yeah.
are you heating up?
I am heating up because I have fallen head over heels for Jakob Dobesh.
Oh,
Oh my
he's
God.
awesome.
He
He's
is
awesome.
awesome. Now, I was obviously well aware of him before playoffs, but I think just, his publicity's just skyrocketed because he's doing so well. And I just love his wee personality. Like he's either crying tears after a game because he didn't do as well as he wanted to, or he's having a giggly laugh and getting shaven foam in the face. He's just got a brilliant character, and I adore him.
He does. He does. He's Czech goalie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
He really stink at the beginning of this year though? He wasn't having a good time.
Yeah, I mean,
And
he's
then
very much the
suddenly,
backup, wasn't he? He was very much, he wasn't
yeah.
even, yeah, he was pretty much down there, but he's just come into his own. I'm loving his story. I'm loving his journey. And, despite the Habs,
Oh, I know. I know.
I'm taking a
I
lot of heat
can't,
for it,
but
taking a lot of heat online
I'll
for it.
bet you are.
I'm,
All I can see with Dobesh,
yeah,
though, all I see is the Mattress King. I can't. He did this ad. Remember, do you remember seeing this
yeah,
ad? It
I
was
do.
literally like, God, I don't even remember what day it was, but it was about, no, I don't know, like it was this year, last year, it was
Yeah,
last year.
last year, yeah.
Anyways, he did some ad for some mattress company. I believe it was Jump Bed. And if you go on his Instagram is for Doby 4, so 4 DOBY 4, like the letters 4. He is lying on this bed, all like it's so random. It looks so like it's not great. It's not great.
He's got
Anyways,
his socks on.
he's got his socks on and he's lying with no sheets on this mattress on the bed, looking all creepy Filipio. And his teammates just had a time with him.
Oh, they
Like
roasted him.
like Casimir Kaskasuo, who used to play for the Leafs a while ago, and now he's back in Europe doing stuff. His first comment was the first one. It's like, dude, relax. My wife is on this app. And then Patrick Laine, his teammates, like, Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God. And Arbor Xhekaj. Oh, it's just
Oh, it's
Jeff
superb.
Lavecchio. All these guys just came and just roasted him on
They
his
roasted
Instagram.
him.
So now
I
he's
think,
known as the
yeah,
Mattress
the
King,
mattress king, yeah, and you've been dobeshed, and it's always the gift with him sprawled
lying
across
on
the
the
bed,
bed.
and I love it. It's superb.
I know.
But
I know.
I'm delighted to see such a young guy, 24 years old, doing so well, and the crowd being behind him 100%. It's just a dream. It must be a dream for him, seriously. And he's always got a
Absolutely.
wee happy smiley face. I love him.
Yeah, he just looks like he's absolutely loving
He
it.
is. And
Like he
that's what it's
looks
all
so
about.
thankful. He
And
looks
that's what
so
it's all about.
thankful, huh?
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah,
go
amazing.
Dobish. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I'm trying my best not to get so overexcited, but I'm getting quite a lot of DMs to pro and con
Oh, I'll
DMs about
bet.
the whole thing.
Well, what's happening with the Sabres, man? What is going on?
Yeah. don't know,
Well,
but game.
they are in that Bell Center playing though. That Bell Center is
Oh,
electric.
it is. It's superb. I mean,
What a
I would
building.
love to go to a
God.
game there. Even if the Leafs weren't playing, I'd just love to go and just experience and soak up that atmosphere. I would
Well,
not
the
be walking in
energy.
with a Leafs jersey on if the Leafs weren't playing, but I
Oh,
would
Jesus,
go,
no.
and I wouldn't be wearing a Habs one, that's for sure. I'd go with some neutral colour. I'd go for like purple or a green or something.
Yeah, something
I'd
like
love
that.
to go and just experience that because it is outstanding. And the fact that they drown out the national anthem singer because they're
It's
all
unreal.
belting it out.
You know what? When I watched the first game the other day at the Bell Center a couple days ago, I had goosebumps. And that is crazy because it's for Habs game.
Mm,
Just the atmosphere and the crowd. I'm like, if
yeah,
the Leafs had this kind of energy in our
yeah,
building, we
absolutely.
have good energy, don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but it's nothing like
nothing
that Bell
compared to
Center.
that.
Oh, what a
But
scene.
as a hockey lover, as a lover of the game, I absolutely adore seeing that. And it does, as you say, it gives you goosebumps. Just the sheer love of the game, being able to sit and watch that on the TV, soak up the atmosphere, watching two teams going at it in playoffs, just the playoffs in general, been really, really good so far. I don't know that anybody could dis dispute the fact that, the Habs are
No,
doing
they've been
really well.
great.
Boo!
Yeah.
Boo!
They're actually I'm gonna say it. They have a very talented team.
They
I
do.
cannot
Young
deny
guys.
that. And I don't want to say I hate the Habs because I'm a Leafs fan. I don't. I respect them. It's just against my religion
Yeah,
as a Leafs fan.
exactly.
Just can't. I mean,
Exactly.
it's not that I'm yeah, I think you feel the same way. It's not that there's a hatred
No,
and we're gonna, set their houses on fire and stuff,
not
but
at all.
it's a respect,
Yep,
but I have to kind of just take 10 steps back and
you
be like,
do. And just
I
kind of
hope you
like,
lose.
because you get a wee bit
Sorry, I
excited
hope you lose.
when Dobish is diving about that crease like a madman, and I get a wee bit
Oh yeah.
excited, and then I suddenly remember, hang on, hang on, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
It's a Habs here. Slap myself about the face, and then that's me. I'm sorted.
That's
So
right.
all good. I'll be looking forward to the game tonight. I will stay up. And I said that the last time and I fell asleep, but I'm going to try my best to stay up.
Just go with it. Just go with it and see what happens.
So what we want to talk about this week, I was thinking some of the trade rumors, goalie trade
Oh
rumors,
yes.
goalie
There's a
market,
lot.
chaos,
There's some
anything.
surprising
Yeah,
ones too.
yeah, I
Some real
know.
surprising ones.
Yep, yep.
Do you want me to start? I've
Yeah,
heard
go
some
for it.
rumors.
Yeah, go for it.
So, well, let's start with the most obvious.
Yep.
Let's start with Sergei Bobrovsky, Florida
Yes.
Panthers. He's getting up there in age.
Yep.
He had a massive contract. His
Mm-hmm.
contract was 10 million.
10 million, yeah.
He's now a free agent this summer, and his camp and the Florida Panthers have been going back and forth trying to
Mm-hmm.
discuss and negotiate his contract.
Mm-hmm.
There's no movement.
Yeah.
Now, Florida, I don't know what they're going to do, but my feeling is they may want to part with him because
Yep.
he's getting older,
Yep.
and they might want to look for some younger blood, which is
Mm-hmm.
where later in this conversation was
Yeah.
where Anthony Stolars comes in.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't see him back with Florida. So that's
I
a
know.
massive
It
rumor.
is.
It's going to happen,
I
right?
mean, that's it. I mean, will Florida re-sign him? Will they trade him? I mean, I think I read somewhere he's got a 16 team no trade clause at the
He
moment.
does. Yeah, he
Um,
does.
but depends. I
But do
mean,
you
we never
think,
know. We never know
I
what
mean, he
those
gets
teams
paid
are.
10 million a year. Do you
Yeah, I
think,
know.
I don't know, I can't find anywhere on the interwebs what he's asking for. I believe that's
No,
private and confidential. Do you actually think he's going to ask for 10 million
I don't
again
know.
or
I don't
more?
know.
Because I don't think anybody's going
I
to
don't.
pay him that.
No, I don't think. I genuinely think he would be a bit foolish to be asking for more at his age and given his season. Um,
Exactly.
so I'm just checking
Exactly.
the stats. Stats alert. So I was taking the stats. So he played 52 games. Tarasov played 33, but they were both averaging around point 0.8, 0.89, 0.87
Yeah,
save
not great.
percentage. So,
Not great.
like, yeah, absolutely. So I'd be interested to see what happens in that camp definitely. It's interesting times for our Bob
Yes, there
Rovsky. I
is.
used to think it was a
There
separate name. Big
is.
Bob, Mr.
It,
Rovsky, Bob Rovsky.
Bob Rovsky. Another interesting one I heard through the grapevine is that uh, Jesper Wallstead.
Oh, I heard that too.
Did you hear that too?
I
Which is a
heard
little
that too.
odd,
It is odd.
is considering he's such a great goalie. He's a young, very young
Yep,
guy. But since they recently signed Gustafsson,
yep,
maybe they're looking for a number one center. Maybe they're looking
could
to
be.
build the team a little bit.
Yep.
I don't know, but that one came as a real surprise to me.
I don't know because, I know we'll talk about tandems versus starters, but Gustafsson and Wallstead have been actually quite good as a wee tandem.
I
So
know,
you
that's
wonder,
why it
it's
was weird.
yeah, I mean that was another one that I'd heard about. I didn't really go into it too much because I kind of discarded it and said they'll not get rid of him, they'll
I know
keep him.
they're not going to do that. I know, but Minnesota Wild is looking,
Yep,
they're looking to be like they really powered up when they got Hughes.
yep,
And I just think that they might be looking for more, you know, I mean, Wallstad has played so well in the
he has.
playoffs,
Yeah, he
but
has. Don't think he
which is why
started.
it's
Yeah,
surprising,
exactly.
right?
But I don't think he
So,
started off his season that well. Not
yeah,
badly, but I think he's really came into his own in the playoffs, which a lot of people do. They
he's a
either
rookie, isn't he?
he is, yeah, yeah.
God,
The
that's
young
crazy.
guy,
Well,
young guy.
that's crazy that they would be trading somebody or
Yeah.
looking possibly to trade
But
somebody so
again, the
young
rumor
and
mill
good.
abound. You never know what you're reading and what the sources are, or whether it's just that kind of here's one thing for you all to consider. The other thing
Yeah,
we cannot avoid talking about the Oilers situation when it comes to goalies, because they've had a bit of a time of it now. So you'll remember back in, was it December? Was it December time? Um, they swapped out Skinner for Jarry.
yes.
And poor, poor
Yes, they
Jarry's not.
did. I'm
Yeah,
giggling
it
a
was.
little
It was
bit now.
December, and poor Jarry's not done too well, to be honest. But the Skinner trade was never really for the Pens. It was never really about getting somebody long term. It was a wee stopgap for them to see if they could push for a playoff run.
I also
Um,
think
but
that
what's
I think that sorry, I think that um Skinner, I think it was about time for him to leave
it
Edmonton
was,
psychologically too.
but
I mean, he was getting roasted by the
it
fans, left, right, and
was.
center, and he just wasn't having a good time.
But the rumors are abound that there is a possibility that, some people are thinking he could go back. Now, there are
Hmm.
some people are saying he could go back. I mean, logistically it's possible, technically it's possible, whether whether it'd be accepted back or not. So it looks like, the rumours are that the Oilers are really needing to are looking to shake up their goalie situation, and there's been a lot of names getting bandied about. I've jotted them down: Connor Ingram, Jordan Binnington, Gustafsson, even Bobrovsky.
I know. Do you want to hear a crazy one that I
Go
heard
for it.
lately? So this one has been talked in the by the analysts for like I'd say just a little while, maybe a couple weeks, 2, 3 weeks now. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. They're
Oh
watching him
yeah,
right
they're
now.
watching
The
him.
league's watching him
Yep.
because they have Alex Lyon. They're one of the teams. I mean, I think we probably should talk about this at some point. They're one of the three goalie rostered teams in the regular
Yep.
season in the NHL. So they have Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. They have Alex Lyon. That's their 1A, 1B.
Mhm.
Then they have Ellis, which
Mhm.
we saw play
Yeah,
when we
that's
saw the
right.
Buffalo
Yeah.
Sabres. He was stretching all over in the crease. And
Whoa.
of course, I videoed it and we
Love it.
watched it about 100 times after that.
Yeah, I know.
And Devin Levi, who's an
Yep.
up and
Yeah,
comer.
I
And
know.
so they've got four guys. So
They've got
they've got some
four
decisions
pretty
to
decent
make. So
guys there. So
who are
yeah,
they going to get
there's
the most for?
exactly, and it all comes down to
Lyon,
that.
but Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Yeah.
Um, the
That
other
was
one,
surprising though.
the other one, and I mentioned him before, Jordan Binnington. And
I
there's
know.
been
He's
rumours abound about maybe him moving on from St. Louis. He's got 1 year left, 6 million AAV, and he's got a 10 team no move clause.
Yeah, St. Louis.
Um,
St. Louis is having a bit of a time there. I think they're looking to retool a little bit. So
it looks like Hoffer's kind of like he looks like he's kind of more like taking over as a starter. But the good thing about Barrington is like he's so good at international level. Like he really, really turns up for Canada, Four Nations, the Olympics. Okay, fair enough. We came away with a silver medal. I say we,
it's
I'm bloody not
fine.
even Canadian, but I think
It's
I'm
fine.
Canadian. But
Yeah,
but he does turn up in international, and I think, despite the fact that he might not have had the best of seasons, people remember him for that. And he's quite really well loved.
people
Um,
love him.
they
Yeah,
do.
people love him.
So
I'm not a
that's
huge fan of his, but
hmm
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Bennington. I don't know why. I mean, he's fine. He's fine, but he's not
yeah.
in my top five or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
not at
yeah,
the
yeah.
top for
I
me.
know what you mean. I know what you mean. So, and I have to mention it because obviously, we're both wearing the Leafs tops today. I have to mention our Stolars. I
Yeah,
need
the
to
most
mention
obvious.
Stolars because a lot of chat about our goalie situation. So
Yep.
we've got Wall, Stolarz, we've got Hildeby, who's proven to be excellent last season when he's been in, and even little Artyomov as well. He's pretty good. Um, the the names bandied about most about getting traded is Stoley. Um, I think we've got a lot of depth on our goalies, so one's got to go at some point. And I think what they want to try and to avoid losing Hildeby on waivers, so it would either be
Yeah, because we
Stoley or
won't get
Wall.
anything for him. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So it would need to be Stoley or Wall. And I feel that I've felt this all along, and I've said this all along, and you can vouch for this. I've always said
I
it's going to
can.
be Stoley that's going to go, if and when they make that decision. I feel that he is a veteran. He's got his playoff experience. He's won a cup with the Panthers. I feel that for a team who's looking for that veteran experience to bring on a younger backup goalie, he'd be perfect. So you've spoke about it, and we mentioned it earlier. Could he be a
Hmm.
good fit for Florida again if Bob
Well,
moves on?
they know him. They know
Yep.
him down there. They know him well, and he helped them. He only played what the fourth game or whatever he played in the
Yeah.
playoffs, but they did win a cup that year. He was, I mean, he did well on Florida. It wasn't bad. He didn't
No.
play a lot, but when you're playing behind Bobrovsky, who's an
Well,
Iron Man, you're not going to
exactly. You're
play a
not
lot
gonna.
anyways. But there are other teams. I mean, Edmonton is looking. Vegas
hmm
is looking.
hmm
Ottawa, that's
Yep.
another one.
Yep.
So Stolar's, I mean, he's got a pretty strong track record and he's got
Yeah.
tons of experience.
Yep.
He's a big guy
Oh, I know.
and and you know what? I think he did. We spoke about this before, but I do think he may have, I don't know, the Leafs, they're so secretive with all their stuff and they're
Yeah.
so proper and prim and proper and kind of tight-assed about their media
hmm
stuff, who says what and whatever. I think things changed for Stolars after he went kind of threw some of his team members under the bus that
Yeah.
one time.
As we say in
Ah,
Scotland, he went tonto.
oh, he did.
He
He
went
did.
full
And you
tonto
could
on the
see
rash.
the fire in his
Oh,
eyes and
aye.
he
He's a
there was a lot of
feisty one.
apologies afterwards, right?
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
had to talk to some of like Nylander, he had to talk to like apologize and stuff. It was all smoothed over, but
Yeah.
I have a funny feeling Leafs like the players who do what they say
Yeah, I think so
and
too.
don't speak their mind, right?
Yeah.
And Wall is a very well-spoken guy. He's all about the process and
Yeah.
he's,
The process.
he's all about the
While
process.
clutching his emotional support tie, he's talking about
Yes,
that
well, he's got
process.
that mental health awareness tie. He's talking about his process and he's well spoken and he seems to be pretty calm
hmm
all
hmm
around. Stolarz has got a little fire in him.
And he's
I
always
think
had a
the
bit of fire
Leafs
in him.
like that. I think the Leafs could use that, to be honest.
Yeah, I do. But it doesn't fit with what's actually
But
happening in the
I
rest of
mean,
the
think
team.
about it. Wool has trained. He's known no other team
Yep.
other than Toronto Maple Leafs. He was drafted 62nd by them back
Yep.
in 2017, 16, 17. And he's been trained, he's
Yep.
been conditioned by, he's homegrown, right?
Yep.
Knows nothing more than Toronto.
Exactly.
And same with Hildeby.
Yep.
And so they've got these two younger goalies
Yep.
who the Leafs have molded.
Yep.
What do they call it? Groomed, shall I say?
Groomed. Oh God.
And then
Yes.
and then they have Stolars,
Yeah.
who is feisty. And who are they going to get the most for? Probably Stolars at this point.
At this point. Yeah, but the one thing to note though, nothing's going to be happening before the end of June. So he's currently seeing out the end of his current contract. So his new one kicks in the 1st of July. Um,
Yes.
I think that his current contract, he's got a no trade clause, and then he moves into one where he's got a 16 team no move clause. So I think that, or well, I've probably got that mixed up. Yeah, no trade, no, yeah, you know what I
I
mean.
th doesn't he have a 16 coming into the fall?
He does when he moves into his
16 no
new. So at the
trade?
moment, he has basically like, no, you're not moving me at all.
Right. And then he
But
goes down to
and
an
then he
8
goes
the
to
older he
exactly,
gets. Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
So nothing's going to happen before then anyway. Whether anything happens over the summer, we'll see. It's all going to be part of the Shaker plan.
Yep. It's gonna be interesting. I
Movers
I
and
don't
shakers.
envy them. But you know what? Whatever the Leafs do, it's still, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said, with their new management, we talked about that. We'll see though.
Exactly. We'll see. We'll
Do you,
see.
do you know who is another surprising trade?
Okay.
Chip, that I've heard lately, is Frederick Anderson.
Oh, yeah, that's another one I adore.
Yeah, they apparently there's, I mean, he's not a lock to be traded at this point,
Hmm.
but I think other teams are sort of snooping around. They're
Yep.
sniffing around, wondering. And of course, for the Habs, Sam Montembeault.
Hmm.
That goes without saying. I think they've been looking
Oh, yeah.
to get rid of him for a very long time.
Yep.
He ended up on the Canada's Star Sticks,
Yeah,
McDonald's. What a
exactly. He did.
shocker that was.
I know. I know.
I'm like,
I he
Sam
had a
Montembeault?
Yeah, I know
What?
he had a rotten season. He really did. The other ones
Why?
I heard about was for the Canucks, because of the cap pit situation. So Thatcher Demko and Kevin Lankinen, maybe one of them. Who knows?
Maybe.
Again, it's all rumors. You never know.
And you know what? It's not, I think the goalie market has been very thin
Mm,
for the last year or two. There hasn't really been any up and comers. It's been sort of stalled
it
out.
has.
So when people go looking for trades, or for even, whatever, pick up off of um, unrestricted free agency or
Hmm.
whatever, there's not a lot out there.
No, I know.
There's
Which
not a lot out there.
Which maybe kind of segues quite nicely into the next thing that we quite fancy talking about, was basically relying on tandems or going for the starter backup.
Oh
We've
boy,
seen a
yeah.
lot of this over the league. Over the last few years, there's a lot more teams moving into the having a tandem, and it's
Yep,
working pretty well. It worked so well for the Leafs last season,
absolutely.
with Wallars. It worked amazingly. Not so good, not so good this season, but let's not talk about that again because it's still painful. Um, so it's like looking at, basically the pros and cons of the starters versus the tandem. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, okay, so I have given this tons of thought, and I usually do it in the shower.
No.
My showers are usually long, and I
Oh,
think about this in the shower.
you're thinking
So
about those goalies in the
in the
shower.
shower while I'm soaping my body up. Oh yeah. But honestly, I think the NHL has changed over the last 20 years. I mean,
Mm,
things have gotten rougher. Play is rougher around the net.
yeah,
It's gotten
it
faster.
has.
And I feel like teams would really benefit.
Yeah,
The goaltending position is an extremely important,
yeah.
and we've seen what happens when both of your goalies get hurt. They call in the Zamboni player, or the Zamboni driver, right?
David
I feel
Ayers.
like, yeah, I feel like the league play is moving in the way of the future, where I think all teams would benefit from having
Hmm.
three goalies.
Hmm.
If not 4, but I would say 3 for sure, only
Mhm.
because a lot of these goalies now coming up from all these development programs, whether it's from Europe, USA, Canada, it's very rare now to find a goalie who's an Iron Man, who's going to give you 50,
Yep.
60 games per season. I think a tandem works really well. I consider it the Dixie Cup theory. Once your Dixie Cup, you gets used up
Hmm.
after 2 uses, you bring in a fresh one
Hmm.
and you keep rotating. You keep getting new ones. So you
Yeah.
play your 1A and then you play your
Yep.
1B. You get a fresh goalie
Hmm.
who's pretty talented, but can't be an Iron Man. So you get a fresh goalie every time.
Hmm.
And I think it covers for injuries. I think it covers for management of, you know, how they're playing. I feel it covers for recovery time.
Hmm.
I feel, and you know what? Leafs are lucky because we have a deal. We've got a tandem that works that takes
Hmm.
up what, 7, 8 million of our cap?
Yeah, the cap efficiency for
Like
tandems is
when you're
brilliant.
yes,
Two,
and when you're
two,
looking at
two,
players
yeah, two tandem,
like
two goalies can actually sometimes cost less than an elite starter.
absolutely what's his name? Shesterkin. I mean,
Yeah, and he's
we should
11
talk
point.
about salaries after this.
Yeah, let's talk about that
We'll
because
talk
I
about that.
love talking about money.
Absolutely. Yeah, there you
And
go. But I
yeah.
think tandems, I mean, it works for look at the teams in the playoffs now. The three goalie tandem or the three goalie situation works for Colorado.
Hmm.
It works for Buffalo.
Hmm.
What's not to love?
Yeah, I
I mean,
know.
you have to give up a roster spot.
Yep.
But so what? So what? So how do you
Yeah.
feel about this?
Well, I agree with all the points that you've made. I think the other thing that jumps out to me about tandems is that you're not going to have two goalies that play an identical game. So you can tailor your starts as to who you're playing. So you can look at a team and go, they are really rush forward, they're hard hitting, puck slap shot and maniacs.
Different
So
skills
let's
from
put
the goalies, yeah.
let's put Fiona in this week because she's a nutter and she'll dive about like a maniac. And then you'll have other teams who play a more defensive game. Let's put Kay in. She likes squirting her water bottle, so she can stand back and do that and entertain the crowd. So I think tailoring the start. So you talked about the cap efficiency as well and the insurance. It's basically that insurance. So not only when they're injured, but also just being fresher and giving a better
Correct.
performance. But the only thing about that is I feel that you've got the risk that the coaches panic swap. They might panic swap or they might pull a goalie out halfway through a game. I think that's maybe why, Stoley threw his toys out the pram that time because he got pulled. I think when you're relying on a starter, you're less likely to pull that starter. You're going to let them see the game through because you've got that faith in them. Whereas when you're running a tandem, you're more likely to get that goalie pulled, or you know what, you were shit last game, I'm not putting you on. Panic swapping out again. I don't think the tandems are ideal in a playoff situation. I feel that when you get into a playoff run, you want one guy, one team, one setup, and you go for it. I think swapping out people, any playing position during playoffs is a dangerous and risky thing for teams. Um, the other thing I don't think is quite good for tandems, it's no great for the younger players um, and the newer goalies. That it kind of limits their starts because you're almost going to push one of your tandem guys into you're kind of like the almost pseudo lead, and the younger guy might not get as many starts. And the ultimate one for me is, it's not ideal if your defense isn't tippy top. If you don't have a shit hot defense, then running a tandem pair who are, you know, on their own, not slightly as good as, an elite starter. If your defense isn't there to back up your goalie, you're fucked. And I think we've kind of seen that in our beloved Leafs as well.
We
So,
definitely have,
although
yeah.
I agree with what you've said, there are drawbacks to the tandems too. But yeah, it's an interesting concept, and I feel as you hit the nail on the head. The game's got so fast and furious. Those hitting these pucks at like 108 miles an hour. I
Yep.
mean, it's such
Yep.
a physical position now, the goalies. So having that tandem pair would work.
there's also just recently I've read today in the news that they are looking at oh my God, I can't remember the guy who hit. He's got a longer name that is hard to remember right now for me, but he ran into uh Dobish yesterday, and they're saying that he ran him on purpose. He only got a 2-minute goalie interference penalty,
Mm,
but he tried to literally run him over and injure him.
mhm,
So I think, like we were talking about how the game has changed,
mm,
I believe too, and this is for a whole other podcast, but we'll think about this in the future. The league is now thinking about reviewing um, how they like treat the goalies in reference to interference
mm.
and goalie safety.
Yes, yes.
They're gonna re-look. They're gonna look into goalie safety because it hasn't been for years, and all of these goalies are getting hurt.
Yep,
Stolarz was one of the, all they all do.
they
They go
do.
for the head. They go for the head. They run into them and say, "Oh, it was a mistake,"
So
or
they are
the
targeting,
defenseman.
they're
Yes, they
genuinely
are. As
targeting the
of today,
goalies.
they are talking about, yeah, they're targeting, but as of today, they're talking about reviewing
Yeah,
goalie safety and how they're going to handle that in the NHL
yeah.
going forward. So that's a whole
I
other
applaud
podcast,
that.
but I'm
Yep,
glad to hear it. But it's just
I
an
applaud
example
that.
of how the game is changing.
Yeah,
If this is going to
absolutely.
continue, if they're going to continue not looking into this, goalies are going to get hurt and you're going to
Yep,
need three goalies.
yeah. And
Because right,
the other thing about having tandems and a backup, three goalies, even a fourth goalie hanging about means more goalies, more goalies
right,
in the league. I love that. Also, more goalies
exactly.
is the potential for more goalie fights.
Exactly, exactly. And you know what? Now the market becomes a little fuller. You're
Yeah,
not just limited to look at two
exactly.
goalies for trade chips. You're looking at a team of goalies,
Yeah.
which is amazing. But anyways, that may not ever happen.
It
So,
may not ever happen, but that kind of moves on quite nicely into the kind of goalie pay situation.
oh God, yes, it
We've
does.
we've kind of looked at and talked about this in the past, and I know a lot of people have. Goalies seem, well, they are on average well underpaid
For
compared
the most
to,
part,
for the most part, compared to average pay across the league, like for forwards. You talked
except for
earlier,
Shesterkin. Except for
well, yeah.
Shesterkin.
So he's on 11.5, but then you look, that's not even close to the top forward. I mean, it's like
No.
yeah, absolutely.
Was
Matthews
Connor
was on,
McDavid 16 million or something
yeah,
like that?
Draisaitl 14.
Matthews
Um,
13.5 or whatever he's getting. No, it was Matthews? Matthews is
he's
13.5,
13.5,
13.
yeah. So, like, your top earners, like you're talking your Shesterkins, your Bobrovskis,
Vasilevsky.
Vasilevsky's on 9.5, Hellebuck 8.5. Yeah, I mean, I think, there's only one guy above 10 million. That's just Shesterkin.
Okay.
Most starters are between 4 and 8 on average, and backups between 1 and 2,
I
which
was
is
gonna
about
say something.
3 million on average less than your average for the
Yes,
skaters.
for such an important position. I do want to say something. Shesterkin's Shesterkin signed an 8-year contract for like 64 million or 67 million or whatever it is,
Mm,
which is like 11.5 per year.
mm-hmm.
My math isn't mathing, but you can figure that out.
Aye.
His salary alone has set the bar high
Mm-hmm.
for goalies, for elite goalies coming into the system in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a historical move for them to be paying him 11.5
Mm-hmm.
because he's set the bar high. Now I
Mm-hmm.
think all these really excellent goalies, the average salary for a goalie is going to be between 8 and 12 million. And I
Yeah.
think Shesterkin's salary has really,
it's
really
it's pushed the
set it
boundary,
off.
and I
Absolutely.
think it's a good move. I mean, I feel for what the goalies go through, especially those starter goalies who are playing like 60 odd games
I
a
think, yeah,
season.
think about Dustall or
Mm-hmm.
Dostal, right? He only gets
Dostal,
6.5 million.
yeah, only. I know we're saying
I
that like
mean,
it's like
only. I
I
mean,
know, I know,
only. Yeah.
I know what
But
you mean though. Compared, yeah.
yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
like even you say Saros, he's like
Yep.
seven point something million some
Yeah,
change.
that's right. Just over seven. Yeah,
These guys are tip-top elite athletes. They're
exactly.
so good.
They are.
So I think that's a good salary for Shesterkin to have because now these goalies are going to be like, you know what?
You know what? Let's get
I
negotiating.
got you. Yeah, I got you far in the playoffs.
Yep.
I think I'm a pretty decent goaltender for you. I'm a starter. You use me a lot.
Yep.
I want 10 million or I want 12 million now.
Show
Good for
me the
them.
money. Show me
Show
the
me the money,
money.
bitches. Bitches and hoes. Let's do it. So I think, yeah, that's a really quite a interesting move for the NHL
Yeah.
with the goalies salaries moving forward into the
Yeah.
future. You're
And
going to
with
see a lot
the
more.
and with the cap going up this year as well.
Oh
How much
God.
is it going up by?
8
Uh,
million,
Something like
8.8
that.
million
Yeah.
or something like that.
So,
It's now 90. How much
exactly.
is it? What's the cap
I don't know,
now?
it's hundreds, like 104. I don't know, I'm making this up now.
Hang on, I'm going to look it up. You keep
Go
talking. I'm
googling
going
it,
to
go
look it up.
googling it. But yeah, I mean, like, so you've got Shesterkin in his groundbreaking 11.5. You've got other goalies going, hang on a minute. I'm worth more than my threepence halfpenny that they pay me. And then the
I
cap going
found
up.
it.
Go for it.
I found it. 2026-27. It's set at a record of 104 million. It's an 8
Ah,
point,
I'm sure I remember that.
8.5
Yep,
million
yep.
increase.
104. I'm
8.5
sure.
million
Yep.
increase from this year. So
Yeah.
then the cap floor will be 76.9 million and the
Uh-huh.
max salary for individual contracts
Yep.
is 20.8 million.
My
Wow.
mind is blown. But having said that, I mean,
Wow.
that's a lot of money, but it's not anywhere near the money that the NFL guys get
Baseball
paid, and
and baseball
and
players.
baseball.
That's ridiculous.
Aye.
So, yeah, that's crazy. And then I guess it's going to go up the next year too. I
Hmm.
don't know what that is, but it'll go up another percentage
Yeah.
after that.
So it's
So
no
they're going to have
wonder,
a lot of room.
yeah, it's no wonder that guys are waltzing in wearing their designer clown pants and man purses
Oh my
when
God,
they're
I
earning that amount
died.
of money. Maybe we'll see the
Wow.
goalies waltzing in with the fedora hats on and the flowing
Yeah, I'm
cravat.
waiting for Ronald McDonald with the wig and everything. I'm waiting for it. I
I
can't
know.
wait.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm actually trying to think off the top of my head who's a fancy schmancy goalie who waltzes in swimmings.
Hmm.
He can be quite
Well, I'm
tailored.
going to tell you who's not, and that would be Joseph Woll. I'll be honest with you there. And I'm okay with it.
I
I'm okay with
know,
it.
bless him. I
I
think
mean, you know,
he's got like two sweaters and a pair of jeans, and that's his lot, and a
that's it. And
tie.
he just kind of mix matches,
Yeah,
and he's got a couple shackets he likes to
I
throw
know
into
he
the
loves a
mix. Good for
shacket,
him,
doesn't he?
right?
He loves a shacket. But yeah, I'm
That's
expecting,
true.
when the goalies start
Hmm.
getting Shesterkinite and getting the money he's on, that they're all going to be waltzing in with their designer gear on, and we're going to be giggling about that.
There are no goal. There are no goalies that I can think of who are really flashy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think it's not a position for flashiness. Our boys are grounded. Our boys are
I'm like
good.
thinking it's not Ottinger. He's no Swayman's not really. Dostal, Saros. I can't.
No, can't.
Allmark? Oh, Allmark.
Oh, Mark,
Allmark has
yeah.
come in with a couple pinstripe suits and
Oh,
fedoras.
nice. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he's
right.
come
I
in,
knew the fedora in my
right?
brain for somewhere.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's come in. So I maybe
Maybe him.
maybe do you realize something? Can I tell you, can we talk a nickname for him?
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you because I was looking up when he came out with his mental health issues and good for him. I watched that whole interview and I cried like a baby. But when he
Oh.
was talking, I kind of Googled him and I wanted to know a little bit more about him because he seems like a really interesting cat. Do you realize he's got he's got the best nickname. The fans call him, now most people call him Linus Allmark, but it's supposed to be Linus
Linus, uh-huh.
Allmark. Linus. So the fans call him Big Penis Linus.
But he loves that. He's like,
I
yes,
am sure, yeah, he's like, you're
absolutely.
absolutely
I
right.
live up
Hey,
to my nickname, everybody.
if you want to get things wrong with me, that's not one of them. Big Penis Linus and Ollie.
Oh,
Ollie and Big Penis Linus. So
excellent.
I can't not call him that now.
Well, I think I'm just going to be calling him that too. And he's
What
just
about,
going to be like, "Bah."
is there any other nicknames of goalies that you could think of that beats that one?
Oh, nothing that beats that. But the only one I can think of that might be a bit close, and obviously it means something different than I was thinking when I first read it, was our Georges Vizina.
Oh my
He
God, I
he was
know that one.
he was known as the Chickatimi Cucumber.
Wait a second. How did you say that?
Is it
It's
Chickatimi?
no, no, let me tell you, it's okay. It's okay. Le concombre de Chicoutimi.
Or
It's called,
Shikutami?
it's Chicoutimi.
Oh,
Chicoutimi.
see, now I was pulling you up for your French pronunciation last week, and then this week I'm Chicoutimi.
You you
Chiku
butchered Chicoutimi.
Chiku
It's a sh
Chicoutimi, I'm calling it.
Le concombre
Chicoutimi, tell me
de
I'm wrong.
Chicoutimi. Hey,
Chicoutimi. So he's a
Chicoutimi.
Chicoutimi cucumber, and I was like,
Cucumber.
oh, hello, George.
Hello
But no, I
there.
was as
Hello there,
cool as a
sir.
cucumber. And I was,
He was so
okay then.
calm.
Yeah, because he
He
was
was
so
so
calm.
calm. So is Joseph Wall. Do you think I can start calling him
The
Joseph the cucumber?
cucumber.
For okay, let's move on.
You
Let's
may
move
get
on.
arrested, but
I know I'm
um,
getting a little pervy here
well,
with
I
this
mean,
one.
our
Let's move on.
Joseph's known as the Wonder Wall, or everybody
Yeah,
sings Wonder Wall, or the Brick Wall. But
that's
a lot
right.
of our the alternative teams fans call him the wallpaper or
Hey, listen, we
The
are
Walmart clearance aisle.
oh my we are the trailblazers
Hmm.
for Dennis Hildeby's name.
Oh
What
yes,
do we call him? We
we
call
call
him
him
Big
Denise,
Denise.
Big Denise. Yep,
Big Denise.
Big
The people
Denise.
like normal, regular people call him Hildebeest. No,
Hildebeest.
no, no.
We
He's Big
call him. He's
Denise
Big Denise. Um.
because he's 6'7".
Oh
Six,
no,
seven. I won't go
six.
there.
I
Sorry. I'm not
know.
going there.
That's so last year.
It is. I know. I know. I'm so out of it now.
But there's
What other ones?
a lot of walls in the goalie world, which is it's understandable because you know brick walls and whatever. But
Absolutely.
the
Sassy.
Johnny
Oh,
Bauer,
was Johnny Bowers.
he was known as the China Wall, the
Right.
Great Wall of China, and the only reason I
Right.
know that is because I drew a portrait of Johnny Bauer. And I'm going to name drop here that I gifted to the wonderful who Joe Bowen
Joe Bowen.
for his retirement
That's
because
right.
Johnny Bauer was
That's
his
right.
favourite player, and I wanted to write something on the so I wanted to sign the drawing obviously with my Sansuna and I wrote Johnny Bauer the China Wall and that I because I was like I didn't know that was his nickname, but yeah, there's a lot of walls. Um, what was the
Joseph,
other
I
one?
mean, Curtis Joseph was Cujo. There's a lot of cat
Cujo,
themed one. We got
Felix the
Cujo.
cat.
We've got Alex Lyon, who's known as the Lion
Lion
King.
King, yeah.
I call
Felix
him other things
Potvin,
because he's very handsome. I
he
call him many
is.
other nicknames, which I will not share here.
Yeah.
But the cat, Lion King, Alex Lyon, and then we have who else?
Felix
Uh,
Potvin was Felix the cat.
the cat.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Ed Belfour was, well, he was Eddie the Eagle or Crazy Eddie.
Yeah, he was a
He
little.
was known as. He was
He lived up to his name many times.
but one of my
What about
favourites that I read, and I don't even know if this is true. Steve Baczynski was known as the Puck Gozinski because he was
oh
shite.
no. Oh,
Steve
poor guy.
Baczynski, the Puck Gozinski.
Oh, that's awful.
So
Shit.
I don't know if
My
it's true, but
God.
I read it somewhere and I thought that is
Oh,
absolutely
that's
brutal.
poor guy. Oh no. That
Um,
is up there with Big Penis Linus. Okay,
it is.
that's up
That's
there.
and
And
obviously I need to go back to Stoley. So Stoley the goalie.
Stoley the
Um,
goalie.
but the again the other NHL teams fans call him Stoley Holy or Holy
Oh
Stoley
no.
because you know
Oh, okay. Oh, not
Swiss.
that he's got a big
Yeah,
five hole. Okay.
no Swiss cheese type of thing. You couldn't save a beach ball, all that kind of
Oh,
nonsense.
I
So
thought it was like he was a saint, like
no,
holy
holy as in
smoly.
Holey, not as in oh.
I don't know. You worship him a little
I know.
bit. He could be
I
holy stoly
do.
to you.
I
But
do.
there's the
Yeah.
boring ones, right? Like the ones
Yeah.
that are just after their last names. Vasilevsky's Vasi.
Vassy.
Igor Shesterkin is Shesty, I think.
Chesty.
Hellebuck is Helly. Oh, those
Helly,
are real
yeah, I
creative.
know.
Oh, Husisaros, they call him Juice.
Juice guy. Who say
Juice.
juice? Because yeah, because of
Juice.
the spelling in the name. Yeah,
Sorokin, they call him Soroki. It's boring.
yeah.
Like
Stuart
Big Penis
Skinner's just
Linus,
called Stew.
Stew, or Skins.
Skins. Yeah, I
Aiden
know.
Hill, Hillsy, Logan Thompson, LT. I'm just looking at my phone here.
Bennington's
Joseph,
Binners.
yeah, it's like boring. And then Joseph Wool, of course, I have to mention him, is Woolsey or Wohler.
Waller. That's right. Yeah.
I just call him one sexy beast. Okay. Let's move on. I'm getting warm. I need a cold shower.
Oh, but I love it. I
Um,
think, you know what, let's put a shout out to everyone listening. What are your favourite nicknames for the goalies? And what
yeah.
would you call them? You
Yeah,
can
let's
be a
make up
fan
your
of the
own.
team, or you could be an opposing team fan, but make up some nicknames
Make
and
up
let
some
us
good
know.
ones.
Aye, let's have a
Slip into
laugh
the
at that.
DMs.
Absolutely.
Dominic Hasek. Why did this come into my mind? Dominic Hasek was known as the Dominator.
The Dominate, I know, it's a wee bit S&M,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And the old Henrik Lundqvist, who is very fashionable.
Mm.
God love
Oh,
him.
he's
They called
beautiful.
him the King,
The
King
king,
Henrik.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are some, I'm sorry, Big Penis Linus and the
Big
other one
Penis
you
Linus
said
wins
with
it for me.
what was the other one? The one lets the goalie
Oh,
goals in. What was that
Steve
one?
Basinski, the puck goes inski.
Okay, shout out to Steve Basinski. Okay, shout out to you. Like you win, and same with Linus Allmark. You
Yeah.
guys win the goalie nickname challenge.
I may, when I'm at
100%.
the next game I'm at, when the Leafs play the Sens, I shall be shouting that out loudly in Scotiabank and probably be escorted off the premises.
Yeah, you will be. Big penis Linus. Yeah, out you
To be
go. You're
honest with
getting
you, if I'm
arrested.
shouting, it doesn't matter what I'm shouting. They don't understand a single word I'm saying anyway. I could shout anything and they just be like Scottish noises. Just leave her. She's
Scottish,
fine.
just let her go. Leave it alone.
Oh, it's been such fun. Yeah, I'm gonna sit and try and come up with some names for people,
That's
some
a good idea.
nicknames.
Maybe we should
Maybe
do
make it.
that.
We should do that, and maybe like we'll go back over it in another few episodes, and we can go through. So like, I'll wait till you hear. Yeah.
As long as I'm not a super Edmonton fan because if Skinner was on the team, I would have a handful of nicknames for him.
Oh yeah.
Poor guy.
I
He's
love
he's
him.
he but you can see though I don't want to get into this here, but briefly, you can see the difference in his psychological
Mhm.
well-being though when he moved from Edmonton,
Yeah,
where he was just the butt of all jokes
I
and memes,
know.
and then he moved to Pittsburgh and he started playing really
I
well,
know.
right?
He's such
Like
a
it's like he was
beautiful
happier.
soul. He is. He's a
He was,
beautiful soul, and I
yep,
think he's gorgeous, and he's got that beautiful big muff tickler on his top
stash.
lip.
The big old cookie duster. He's got the
Exactly.
big old cookie
It's like
duster.
that dollar
Oh
a
yeah.
ride.
Yeah. The mustache rides, $1.
But yeah. Oh, this has been so good chatting away. I could sit and chat for ages and all this stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah, taking you through
good
that,
times.
or the minds of us when it comes to everything trade through prices and salaries through tandems versus starters is the thoughts of the goalie mad girls here. But
Yeah,
certainly some food for thought. But please let us know what you think about what we've been chatting about. What's your opinion on it? Do you have anything else? So shout outs
and
for our yeah.
maybe any listeners, if you want to hear and want us to do research on anything goalie, we might know it, we might not, but we will be definitely interested in what you guys want to know about goalies. Whatever you want to know about goalies, from equipment to how they train in the summer to whatever. Their skates and how they differ from regular forward skates, just stuff like that. Like, let us know. And you can find us at the Goalie Girls, which is THE.GOALIE.girls, GIRLS. Slip into our DMs, and our individual accounts are
I'm at Scottish Leafs Queen, so SCOTTISHLEAFSQUEEN and breathe.
and breathe. And My address. I'm Kay. I think. Did I introduce myself? I don't think so, but everybody knows
Everybody
who we
knows
are.
us now
Everybody
anyway.
knows at this point. My Instagram is at hockeygirl6034. So it's HOCKEYGIRL 6034.
Yeah, drop
Slip
us a
into our
message.
DMs.
Slip
Yeah,
right in.
absolutely. Let us know what you want to hear. Or if you have any comments or jokes or fun nicknames that maybe people call you and you're a goalie, we would love to hear them.
Yeah, that's a good point. All the goalies listening, drop us a line. Let us know what you think. Give us some pointers. Or even come on the show.
Why not? Why not? We want to know.
I would love to know. Get the goal. Let's get the goalies on. Right, goalies,
Yep.
come on. Slide in the DMs. I'm
Slide
always
in the
up for
DMs.
a goalie chat. So thank you, Kay, for joining again. And I've loved it every minute of it, as
Me
usual.
too.
Could
Fun
talk
times.
forever. And
We could talk forever,
we
and we do
could.
talk forever.
We do. We'll carry on talking after this and wait into
We
the wee
will.
small hours. So enjoy your week, everyone. Enjoy the playoffs, and we'll catch you next time on Crease and
Cease
Desist.
and desist. Bye,
Bye,
everybody. Have a good week.
everybody.